Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to go back in time. We're going to start from year 2003 when Skype just started. We are going to start from version number 0.90. This is not public beta version, it's closed version, so it was not available for free at that moment, in 2003 I mean. And you can see that the guys behind Skype, so the guys from, as far as I remember, Estonia, Sweden and Denmark, right? So they could not understand what color style to pick, and they are started from this ones, from pink. I mean, not from pink, from violet. And this is the phone, right? But the logo appeared, so the the style of color changed from time to time, but the logo was always the same. I mean, this one, Skype, font, and the shape of logo. So we are going to install this version. We're going to install it in some folder, apps, Skype 1. And you can see the size of Skype was pretty small. I mean, not really small. So for now the size of application is small, but for that time when people had limited traffic, so that traffic was very expensive, so this size was pretty normal for that time. For now it's very small size of application, but for that time it was normal size. So this one, next, launch Skype, and you can see that it's really initial version, so it was released on 29th of August 2003, so this is version 0.90.05. It's just first version ever. So we have a couple of options, and you can see, before I go about options, talking about options, you could see that the name of company was Skyper Limited in 2003, and the color style was only violet in the first version, and this phone, next. And of course it will not log in because it's very old version, so it will not work. I tested it and it doesn't work in my case. So I'm going to disable my connection. You will see why I do this very soon. So I disable it. Okay, so in this version it doesn't work if you have connection or not. So okay, let's just install next version. So 92. And you can see that it doesn't appear here in tray, so no icon here yet. So the same color style, and the size now is bigger. Launch Skype, and that's why I disabled a connection, because it tries to find a new version of Skype on launch. And then I go here. Still I cannot even look at appearance of Skype. So let's just try new version then. This one. So you can see that the installer icon of installer was also changed. So from this appearance to red to white, to blue, and then to this one. So let's just try this. Installer 93. Okay. and you can see the size now is bigger and bigger. Launch Skype. Okay, so I still cannot have a look at toolbars and that stuff, so let's just then 93, and so it's coming in version number 1. So in version number 1, obviously I will be able to have a look at toolbars and options. So now we're going 97, and now you can see that the color style is now different. So now it's yellow, and I cannot see very clearly the text Skype because it's too bright. So beta 97. Next, launch Skype, and you could see that this the intro was green, and now this one is orange. So the color style is not selected yet. So you could see this this is orange, right? This intro image was green, that was yellow, and the icon of Skype is red. So I'm going to, and here I have option to have a look at my toolbars. So languages, so Sweden, Estonia, where is it? Estonia, and then Denmark, Russian also available here. Version is, so and here is red. Great, and you can see that so the name of the company is Skyper Limited. Just have a look, Skyper Limited. And now we have here a icon in a tray. Quit. And the next version we are going to test, it's the first full version. It's 1.0. Yes. So the logo now is red. Skype. Okay. Launch Skype. And there will be a background image. So I'm going to exit. So resizable background image, languages, version 1.0.0.100, and a very nice looking toolbar. For some reason I cannot. Okay, so toolbar, it's now gray because I'm not connected, so I have to log in, but login doesn't work here for some reason. Launch, a language file. So help, FAQ, about, let's quit. So this is version number 1, first full version, and now we are going. So I have here two versions number 2. So 2.0.0.629 and 2.0.0.90. Actually, they are all the same, but I'm going to start with oldest one, and you can see that the image of installer, icon of installer, now is blue, and the color from the version number 2 color style will be all the time bluish. So you could see the icon of installer is blue, icon of Skype is also blue, so it will not never change from that moment, from this moment. Launch Skype. So this is Skype you remember from your past. So this is version number 2, and you could see that name of company also was changed from Skype, from Skyper to Skype Limited. My Skype account. So there are many cool options. So now edit. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Now we're going to visit version number 2 and 5. So new, quite good looking installer appearance, and once again it's beta. So it's looking better and better, better and better. So you can see that Skype limited, many, the patents, many stuff, and everything all the same, except more languages were added. So the Portuguese, Polski, and many other Arabic language. So that's how Skype changed from time to time. Quit. And now we are going to install this version. So the background image also were added. And the time of installation is becoming longer, because Skype started to rise in size. So installer and application, so from barely 2 megabytes, now it's like 20 megabytes. So it's like bigger and bigger in size, like elephant. And there will be not a problem, so I have to click here, run application. And there's a version 3.8. So some options were disabled if you are not logged into, so you could see that. And some options were also added. So languages, yeah, that's all about this. And the color style will be all the same from that moment, so it will be only bluish. And there are 2 versions. So let's just try this one, 5. And at some moment Skype was purchased by Microsoft, and everything started to change really quickly. So there started to appear loading bars, which is very lovely feature from Microsoft. So Microsoft love loading bars, and they are added loading bars everywhere. And also Microsoft started to get rid of their own messenger, MSN. And it was very big time of changes. So for now you cannot see the changes. So you cannot see here mentioning of Microsoft here, but changes are already started at the moment, at the time. So you can see the patents pending, and then Microsoft appears and takes Skype away. So languages, so Ukrainian language was also added. And you can see that if you are not logged in, many options disappeared. So they are not gray here, they just disappeared. And such cool option like Skype Access was added. And then there was a Skype Wi-Fi added later. Let's round here. 5.5 version 5, and you could see also that the name of company was also changed. So it was Skype Limited, and you can see that the many new features were added to Skype. So if you install Skype now, you have option to install click to call. Yeah, let's just install this. And also there are many features were added in background from this moment. Okay, so it will take some time. And you can see that installation is taking longer and longer because the size of distributive and application is becoming bigger and bigger. And have a look. So it still has name Skype Limited, but in fact they started to change name of company from Limited to Skype as SA. So you will see it in future. I mean, very soon. So everything is almost the same, everything, but changes are on their way. So it's version 5 and 5. So you can see that installer is changing all the time, and this bar, this crazy bar, it means that Microsoft is almost gets their hand on Skype, because Microsoft loves such loading toolbars, I mean bars everywhere. Okay, so now have a look. Just Skype. See that name of company, just Skype, not Limited. And this is how it looks like now. I mean, not now, at that moment. So it was 3 years ago. Skype Wi-Fi now working. Let's quit. And almost, the version, this version is very important. This 5 and 9, because it was like half of the road that Skype went from the starting point. Oops. Just a moment, we are removing not removing, improving. And this process of updating is started really quicker. So you could see that I haven't pressed any button, it just updated it right away. So just right away. Languages, so more and more languages, but everything is still the same. Everything else. This icon is changing. And then there will be a version number 6. It's next generation of Skype, when some features were polished and some other features were removed. And you can see that this Skype Wi-Fi now available here. Not you don't have to go to the options. You can go have it from here. Languages are all the same. And nothing new, really, nothing new. But from 6th version, everything starts to change. Everything. So look, in 6th version, Microsoft finally did what? Microsoft purchased Skype, and Microsoft started to add everything, every advertisement of itself into Skype. So Microsoft started to get rid of their own MSN Messenger, and they started to advertise their Bing search engine, and I'm not going to make it. So this is a time when Microsoft did its job. They had their hands on Skype from the version number 6. And this moment is not a moment, it's really a long time. It's like eternity from the moment when Skype was started to be property of Microsoft. And so this is what I mean. So Microsoft started to advertise itself in Skype. So they started to use Skype as advertisement platform. So you can see that Skype and or Microsoft. It's because Microsoft started to advertise itself in the Skype, but they were not sure, about future of Skype. So maybe they thought that maybe Skype will be our property, maybe not. So this is so and or this is very important. So once again, I think I'm going to skip, just really skip some versions, because from the moment when Microsoft started to use Skype as their product, nothing really new happened. So just like the same product. So no changes. So you can see it with your own eyes. No new languages were added. No new features were added. Nothing new from the moment when Microsoft started to use Skype. So I'm going to quit this, and I'm going to skip from version number 6.3 to version number 7. No, yeah, I mean for this version. Let's just install this one, and you could see that it said Skype Sorrow SA. So once again, advertisement, and nothing really changed in installer. And also, there are no few changes in Skype happening, but they are not very important. If you are going to compare what really fathers of Skype did. So the fathers from Estonia, Sweden, and Danske, Denmark. So what they changed it, they just added more advertisements of Microsoft, added Skype support, and what else? Languages? No. Features? No, nothing new. Help? Everything is the same, except just advertisements from Microsoft and Facebook, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So let's just quit, and let's just skip to next generation, number 7. I'm not going to waste your time showing you that there is no really new features and in next updates. So you can see that maybe in version number 7, when everything should be changed, even installer, it's all the same. All the same. And voila, the same, right? So when the fathers of Skype started to change even appearance, even small details, they tried to add new languages in new generations of Skype. Microsoft just does really nothing. They just use this famous brand, and so nothing really new. So this video is not going to be about really big complaint about Microsoft, but really you could see this with your own eyes, that Microsoft really does nothing to make Skype better. So, and this is obviously the last version I'm going to show you in this video. I hope you like this video. Just if you like it, just feel free to share your opinion with like or dislike, with comment and other very positive action. And that's all, guys. Yeah, this is what Skype looked like in different times. Yeah, so guys, thank you for watching this video. Have a good time. Bye bye, and have a good time. See you later in the next video of something very interesting, or maybe not very interesting. Bye.